Hello, students. I welcome you all back to this new session. And earlier session, we have discussed something about the transfer of property, how the property is being transferred, who transfers it, and how it is transferred, kinds of transfer of the property, the exception to it, which is a doctrine, one case law. I hope you've revised it and I hope you've remembered or recalled everything which you've earlier studied. And today's session we will be discussing the second part of the Transfer of Property Act, which would be sale, lease, exchange, and gift. Okay, so these are the four modes of transferring of the property. Firstly, we'll discuss what the sale is all about. Okay, so sale is the transferring of the ownership. Okay, the sale is a transferring of an ownership in the exchange of a price or a money. Clear? If someone exchanges something in the exchange of मनी और प्राइज़, दैट इज़ अगर आप कुछ किसी को दे रहे हो उसके बदले में आपको कुछ पैसे मिल रहे हैं, दैट इज़ अ सेल. ओके, अ पर्सन who sells the property is known as a seller, and a person who purchases or buys the property is known as a buyer. Clear? So we will discuss now rights and liabilities of a seller and rights and liabilities of a buyer. Clear? According to Section 54 of Transfer of Property Act, the definition of the sale is just what I told you, that is the transferring of an ownership in exchange of a money is known as sale. I hope it is clear till here. Now, what is the rights and liabilities of a seller? First, the liabilities of a seller is, first, it is very important and very necessary for a seller to disclose the defects in the properties. अगर कोई किसी से प्रॉपर्टी एज एन फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अगर मैं आपसे एक ज़मीन या ज़मीन नहीं तो एक घर या अपार्टमेंट ख़रीद रही हूँ, तो it is important for you being a seller to disclose all the important defects, all the important thing which you need to tell to a buyer, which a buyer should know. Firstly, secondly, जो भी प्रॉपर्टी होगी उसमें किसी भी तरह का नेगोशिएशन होगा वो दोनों पार्टी के बीच में होगा, and nothing can be hidden from a buyer. Okay? Thirdly, अगर बायर कहे कि उसे डिस्क्लोज प्रॉपर्टी का चाहिए विथ अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ लिमिटेशन टू इट, दैट इज़ अगर वो आपसे कुछ पूछ रहा है प्रॉपर्टी को लेके, अगर बायर सेलर से कुछ पूछ रहा है तो सेलर को उसको वो चीज़ बतानी ज़रूरी है. ओके, एंड फिफ्थ थिंग इज़ to take care and preserve the property and the documents of title between the date of the contract of the sale and till the delivery of the property. And last point is, अगर सेल डीड बन रहा है, दैट इज़ एक अग्रीमेंट या कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बन रहा है, तो सेलर को बायर को वो प्रॉपर्टी देनी है. दैट इज़ द liabilities of a seller. Now what are the rights of a seller? सेलर के राइट्स क्या होते हैं? फर्स्टली कि उसको हक है, दैट ही हैज़ अ राइट टू क्लेम द अमाउंट और प्राइस फॉर दैट प्रॉपर्टी. अगर वो प्रॉपर्टी सेलर को दे रहा है तो उसको उसके बदले में उसका प्राइस मिलना उसका हक है, एंड ही विल श्योरली आस्क फॉर दैट मनी. Okay, that is the right of the seller. Now there are certain valid like essentials for the sale to complete. अभी सेल के लिए कुछ प्रॉपर वैलिडिटी होनी चाहिए, राइट? सो इसको क्लेम कैसे करेंगे? फर्स्टली हमने जो पहले ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी में देखा था कि अ पर्सन मस्ट बी कॉम्पिटेंट टू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ठीक है, वैसे यहाँ पे सेल डीड को परफॉर्म करने के लिए अ पर्सन मस्ट हैव द कॉम्पिटेंसी टू द ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी. नाउ कॉम्पिटेंसी क्या है? लेट्स रिवाइज इट अगेन. फर्स्ट, अ पर्सन मस्ट बी a major person, that is who has attained the 18 years or above the age of 18 years. Okay, secondly, he or she must have of sound mind. Okay, thirdly, he or she should not be forbidden by the law to perform the contract. ये 3 चीज़ important है for the competency of the transfer of the property. Okay, now after the competency, जो second important thing है क्या है, there should be a buyer and a seller. ठीक है, अगर buyer होगा और seller होगा तभी ये rights perform होंगे. Thirdly, there should be the exchange of money, मतलब the consideration for the selling of a property should be money. In exchange of a money, the property will be transferred to some person. तो ये है valid essentials which is important for the sale deed. ओके, तो हमने अभी पढ़ा सेल डीड में वैलिड एसेंशियल्स. सेल डीड होता क्या है, सेक्शन 54 ऑफ द ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट क्या है, एंड व्हाट आर द राइट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज़ ऑफ अ सेलर. नाउ वी विल सी द राइट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज़ ऑफ अ बायर. ओके, नाउ बायर हैज़ ऑल्सो सर्टन राइट्स, और बायर के पास है सर्टन राइट्स जो उसको वो enjoy करता है. So firstly we will see the liability of a buyer. First liability is definitely to pay the amount to the seller. Second liability is to perform the contract, to perform the sale deed in order to get the property. Thirdly, that the buyer should not delay the buying process, that is he should lend the money, or he should not lend the money, he should transfer the money as soon as possible to the seller without delaying anything. Fourthly, he has a right, now we'll see the rights of the buyer. He has a right to know the defects in the property. He has a right to get disclosed of all the faults and all the like flaws of the properties he is having. He has a right to tell anything which is required for the property to be known to him. अगर उसको कुछ ज़रूरी है बायर से जानना, तो वो उसका राइट है, वो उसका हक है कि वो बायर से जाने, एंड बायर का लाइबिलिटी है टू टेल एवरीथिंग टू द सेलर. सो दीज आर द राइट्स एंड लाइबिलिटीज़ ऑफ अ बायर एंड अ सेलर. ओके, सो इन दिस session we have dealt with the rights and liabilities of a buyer, seller, and the section 54 of transfer of property act, what is sale and how it has been dealt with. So I will see you in my next video with lease and exchange and gift. So stay tuned and please subscribe to the channel for being updated with the current sessions. Thank you so much.